Good morning. Welcome to Prime News. I'm Mr. Baizir. To those that may not have been able to visit the Promised Land to see the ongoing construction, Livingstone Media Academy brings you closer. Let us have more on this story with Imani Sylvia.
I'm so excited to let you know that hope is finally at heart. As you can see, the girls' hostel, admin blocks, and dining area being worked on as we speak now. Let's have a word from the DVC Academic Affair, Mr. Henry Berger.
I think the construction is not delaying. It delayed, it's going on. So we have hope that someday it will finish to be completed. But there are a lot of dynamics, financial dynamics. We need to have enough money to make sure that the construction is completed. But we hope to be to move to the site by August, like the VC has informed everyone. But we are faithful and waiting to see that happen. We rely on God because we feel everything's possible.
Okay, I'm here to confirm all the way from hashtag Promised Land Kamonkoli that come sunshine, come rain, next academic year begin at LIU Main Campus Kamonkoli. Sylvia Berger reporting for Prime News.
This semester, the timetable has changed as compared with the previous timetables. This has caused change in several campus activities and students' lifestyle. Sharon Sange brings us the whole story.
The recent changes on the timetable has created an unlikely effect on the students, and though they have no other option but to attend the once-a-week lecture sessions, the 3-hour lecture program seemed to be too tiring and too much for the students to bear, unlike the previous semesters which are scheduled for an hour and 45 minutes. An exclusive interview with various students.
The new changes in the class timetable. I think the changes as is good as well as bad. I'm seeing a challenge that it is very hard for students and lecturers to adjust to this 3-hour timetable, because you may find that when you are in a lecture, it will not take 3 hours. A lecturer maybe can teach for 2.5 hours and stops there. So it means this lecturer is not completing the 30 minutes which are remaining. So that this is becoming a very challenge, and I think if it continues like that, many course units will not be finished. I think the only solution for this challenge is for students to develop a university mature brain, because when the students develop this, they will get involved in researching, so that if a lecturer has delivered a course outline, a student will take it in his own mind to go and research about all the topics he's supposed to complete in the course out.
This timetable, it's really hard to adjust from 1 hour and 45 minutes to straight up 3 hours. I sometimes fail to make it for an hour in class, and now you tell me to sit for 3 hours with at least some lecturers are giving us a break of 5 minutes. Really, I'm like, by the time the class is ending, I don't still remember what I began with. That's the challenge I have. I would prefer we do from morning to lunch, like 1 hour and 45 minutes. We go for chapel, then we do 1 hour and 45 minutes, and then the day ends there. I feel so bad for the lecturers who will miss that day, and then the whole week is dead. So they should consider that someday the health of a person may not be good, and they miss the entire week, which we shall not have to blame for ourselves or any person. That's nature. So they need to think about it.
About the new changes, actually, they are both positive and negative to me, according to the way I'm seeing. Sometimes we overstay in the class and you feel like 3 hours is too much. Sometimes we study and other times like 2 hours you feel like even they are formatting what you've been taught, which is not fair to us. Yeah, there are some few challenges, though they are not of that much harm to me, because to me I see it like they give me more time even to rest, even to do my daily reading, even to research about other things. They are no more like many challenges according to my observation so far.
All these policy changes made by the National Council of Higher Education are to the interests of both students and staff. Sharon Sange, reporting for Prime News.
At the beginning of this semester, LIU students faced challenges of water shortage. Many failed to carry out some usual activities, mainly the male students. Also, drinking water was a struggle to get. Kayongo Daniel has more on this story.
Following the dry season that changed many things, students in Livingstone International University were as well struck by the scarcity of water that made their life very hard at campus. As a result, disappointments mounted, especially when all areas where water was expected were all dry, leaving them in a dilemma. This greatly affected their good beginning of the semester that they normally get.
I think the level of sanitation generally has decreased due to the water shortage at the beginning of this semester. Right now, I can say it is quite improving, although not also still very well, because we can receive water nowadays so often as compared to at first. I think within our capacities, it's quite hard because this water is not controlled directly by us. But as far as what we can do is maybe to save in the time when the water is in abundance. Perhaps we can time if the time it comes at night and we save it somewhere, and then we minimize its uses during the day when it's so scarce.
As the semester began, we registered many of the problems, of which one of the things is paramount was like when we experience water shortage, it makes sometimes our indeed to delay. Always some of us were not tuned at that very moment, so sometimes the food may delay and disturb us a lot. Yeah, I really advise the administration if possible because we should have a water reserve like the tanks, another thing in case we run out of water shortage, and then we should be able to have water reserved.
Despite of the challenges of water they encountered in the beginning, God has blessed them with heavy showers of rain. This has relieved their lives. Kayongo Daniel, reporting for Prime News.
Changes in the time for breakfast at Injiro Coffee has hindered students from having ample time of enjoying their breakfast. This is said to be interfering with lectures as some administrators stress. Joshua Baraka has more on this.
Due to the current adjustment on the school timetable, most students now prefer to have their breakfast at 11 a.m. since they find it more efficient and favorable, a change that has raised complaints from Endiro. We had a chance to interview some of Endiro staff, and this is what they had to say.
One of the challenges when we are serving breakfast, others come early, others come late. You find that it is very hard for us to have enough time to also wash our utensils. Secondly, you find that the others, when they come late, they find when we've already finished washing cups and plates, and also adds us more work, and yet we have other works to do. So my appeal to those who come late, I request them that they keep time, and if they've come late, maybe they can wash their plates and their cups so that they don't add to us work. The reason as why we adjusted is that because there are some students who come and have lessons as early as possible, yeah, at 7. So we adjusted so that we can at least be convenient in our time so that we can also plan for lunch and have enough time before even lunch is served.
This has led to Endiro management calling upon students to adhere to the usual breakfast time, which is from 6:50 a.m. to 7:50 a.m. I've been your reporter, Jay Barak.
Thanks for watching the Prime News. Until next time, have a blessed week. I'm Esther Baizire.